Welcome back. It's all kicking off, and I'm coming to you live and direct in a hurry because we've got a missile contact. Missile away, and he's attacking Maslak. Okay, so he's going after the artillery that I'm sending out. Interesting. I don't know if the frigate is going to engage the missile. I'm hoping so. So let's see what happens there. Let me tell you what else is happening. So Norway has a big stack here. 2 officers and a load of tanks, and then a stack behind him, which I can't see what, but it's a big stack, fully upgraded. Every single unit he's got is on the maximum level. I do know his missiles are level 6, and everything else is on the max level that you can get in the game. And he's got a bit of everything. And he's got an infantry officer and a tank officer in the front stack, but mainly with tanks. There are a couple of infantry in there. I'm just coming in to attack with my frigate. And that frigate should be attacking any moment. And we've got this missile incoming. We'll see if we can get a better picture of it. It'd be nice if I didn't lose my rocket launchers, but the reason I've sent them out is that his stack's so powerful. It's got like 300 and odd. Here we go, engaged in combat with. There's the frigate. So the frigate's just hit the tank division. It's going to bounce off, unfortunately. I've only got 2 attack against hard targets, and he's got a couple of troops in there that I'll get 3 attack on. But he's still a ways away from Istanbul. I think he's wanting to try and pelt Istanbul with missiles. And there's my theatre defence. So it's come into the theatre defence envelope, and I've got 3 mobile SAM launchers with 2 missile defence each, and the theatre defence has that 13 missile defence. So I'm counting on my theatre defence system. So hopefully we're going to start to see anti-air kicking off, but it's not already, because he hasn't aimed at them, and it might just be a defence. Here we go. Norway's conquered this territory. There's the missile. So it's 5 minutes away, and let's have a look at it. Can we see it? There we go. Conventional cruise missile, level 6, and this is the Norway's strategy all the way through the game. If we just have a look at there we go, 31st conventional cruise missile. So he's probably had at least 31 already, maybe more. We don't know. That might just be the name of it and have nothing to do with the number, but we're 4 minutes away. There it is. And the anti-air isn't kicking in, so it's interesting to see what does and doesn't work against missiles. It looks like it has to be a direct attack, but if we see the frigate, it scans for enemy units every 10 minutes. Then I've got all of these anti-air units scanning for enemies every 10 minutes as well. So I've got lots and lots of anti-air. We need one to kick in. It's interesting, just going for the province outside of Istanbul. I wonder if he knows that there's missile defence inside Istanbul, and therefore he's trying to get some sort of splash damage on the outside. Because if we have a look at here, he did a previous missile attack earlier in the day, and he did get quite a lot of health off my armoured fighting vehicles, even though I had so much missile defence. So maybe that's how he did it. Sort of hit me from one side. So we'll see what happens there. We've got the frigate attacking his main stack and bouncing off. He's probably done a couple of damage out of the 300 and odd hit points he's got. But here comes Tim, and he's got a stack of 3 frigates, so more air defence, and 1 naval officer. We'll just keep an eye on this missile. So the only thing I haven't seen working before, or I might have, I can't remember, but I don't ever remember seeing a theatre defence popping into action. So it's all going to kick off tonight. We saw, I did a special episode earlier today, 4 minutes long, showing a missile attack on Argentina, that we're trying to come together to fight this gold player. But actually, I've got news for you. It's not just one gold player. We've confirmed it's 2 Ireland gold playing as well. So the odds are stacked against us. The missile's about to hit. So we have a look at the stats on this missile. It's got 20 damage against infantry, 70 against tanks, 50 against boats, 5 against my infrastructure, then 20 against helicopters and 20 against planes. So it's big attacks. The anti-air still hasn't kicked off. I've got a theatre defence here as well, which I'm bringing up to just give a bit more protection. So it's within the envelope of that theatre defence. So we've got a missile going through 2 theatre defence systems, a frigate and 3 mobile SAMs. And so far, none of them have kicked in. Don't let me down, boys. You can do it, even if it's in the last few moments. You can do it. Hopefully these rockets are far enough away. You can't quite tell where they are along the line. I think they are actually bang on that province. Maybe that's what he's sent the missile to attack, to take out those rocket launchers. That will cause me quite a lot of problems, actually, because that's a big part of my defence. So maybe that was an error sending them out. But we'll have to see what happens. So 18 seconds, 17. Still no anti-air action. See what the fallout from this is then. And impact. Ooh, anti-air's kicked off. Did it get there in time? Not sure what happened there. So let's see if we can work out what's happened. It seems to have kicked in at the point of impact at the very last moment. Oh, we've eliminated the 31st conventional cruise missile that Norway sent. I can't tell you, I wasn't worried then. Wow. Okay, well done, boys. Bad frigate. You did nothing. I'd have expected more from the frigate. So why did that just kick in? Did it just hit in time? Although, must have seen it, because next anti-air attack in 9 minutes. Don't know. Okay, great. We're still in the game then, but there's an enormous stack with God knows what behind it, probably heading into Istanbul for an overnight raid. So I'm going to have to stay sharp, and could be looking at losing Istanbul. But I've got frigates, we've got boats coming in, and we're rallying to the flag to defend the realm as we know it. Ooh, what's going on here? It's kicking off in Argentina as well. So what's happening? Right, here we go. So we've given Argentina right of way in Egypt's territories. I haven't given them access to mine yet, and I don't think I will. I don't think I want to, but we're going to have to see what happens, because we will need to rally the world against Norway and Ireland and ask everyone to do what they can. Sound the general quarters. This is the world at stake now. So we've come together. They've got their 3 radar contacts, which if you see the previous very brief episode and update, you'll see what these are. They're naval fighters. He's got anti-air as a mobile SAM, and just a standard anti-air vehicle. This is different. It doesn't have as much attack against planes, but it has more helicopter damage. I haven't really seen Norway using helicopters, so they're probably not needed, but a good general all-rounder. And we'll have a look at other action that's going on as well. So the World War is breaking out, but we do seem to have made a coalition of sorts. I don't know why they haven't cracked into Ireland, because that's what my money's on, them cracking into Ireland. But I wonder what else they have up their sleeves. Maybe they're trying to flank Norway or go to the source of the missiles, or they believe the front line's over here. We just don't know. But giving them right of way means they can sneak through our territory, and Norway and Ireland, they're just not going to see them coming, because they're not land grabbing, they're just travelling through. So Norway will get the surprise of their life. And an update on the sabotage activities of last night. So it didn't take out that fusion reactor, it didn't do any damage whatsoever, but that was a good test. Ooh, what's this? Oh, here we go. This is what I was afraid of. So yeah, they've got rockets there. I'm going to move my frigate back. It's... what is it? Yeah, it's a rocket launcher, stack of rockets. No doubt it's a big stack that's fully upgraded. Although it's not really taken much life off me, but I will move back. So I'll be out of their range. They'll have a range of 100, which is where they are. And unfortunately my frigate's only got a range of 75. So he's going to outrange me, and that's the problem I've got. Big problem. He's going to outrange me because he's upgraded everything to the max level. So this is going to be tough. Very, very tough. I'm going to have to see how this plays out. Could do with more rocket launchers, because I've got my rockets at 100 range. I'll just see what's on the max range of a rocket launcher, because it might be more than 100. I don't think it is though. Yes, he can't even research that yet. The wall stops him. And the attack range is 100. It's capped at 100. So, believe it or not, I've got the same level rockets as Norway, even though they've bought their way to that. Okay, let's see what's happening in the rest of the world. So I took out one airfield, but I didn't take out any others. I just took them down to half-life. So it looks like that previous attack on Dijon was a bit of a fluke. Every now and then you get like a double hit or something. So I'm going to put some intelligence back on. And also, the way that I was wanting to get to their capital was to do a morale hit on the provinces surrounding the capital, because you get a bonus if your surrounding provinces are looking good. So I'll put down, what are we doing? Corrupting missions wreak havoc amongst the resource production and population morale. So if we put some corruption on one of the provinces next to his capital, that'll work. He'll never suspect that. But if I put agents on his capital, it won't work. He's definitely got agents on there already that would stop me. Oh, is that another? I think we've got another missile incoming. Here we go. Aircraft radar contact. These will be missiles coming in. So let's see what they have to say for themselves. Once they come into my territory that I can see. Now, this is something I wasn't ready for a few short days ago when he first missile attacked all of my cities, but I'm kind of ready for it now. I'm wishing now I had more anti-air, but I've got a little bit over here. So we've got a theatre defence system. Got to try and protect all our flanks. Oh, and look, I've just rolled one off. So that's coming into play now as well. So actually I can move this up. So we'll just move it up there to give a bit more coverage. or should I move it in there to give the defense that one's taken away? Maybe that's the smart money. Let's move them over there. It's going to take 10 hours. And this one, you can move over here to protect the capital and all these other cities. Bubble City, you don't need missile defense because there's no units there, and missiles can't damage the buildings in a bubbled city. Tim's got his missile defense up and running now, and some frigates, which is good. He's got the beginnings of a good homeland defense, and he's going to need it. There it is. There's the missile. Okay, so the good news is that I've got one mobile SAM. I've got Tim's boats. Let's just speed that. I've got Tim's frigates to help cover this, which I was half counting on. Two missiles. Okay, this boat is brown bread, I think. It's going to be dead. Let's see what happens. Am I within Tim's boats? We're going to start coming toward each other very soon. Am I rushed? Yeah, I am rushed, even though it isn't showing. Okay. Rocket launcher's nearly in position. Missiles incoming in 3 minutes and 39. So let's have a look. We've got a conventional cruise missile here. Level 6, of course. We've already looked at that, so we know what it'll do. And what's the other one? A conventional cruise missile again. So I've seen before that he's used chemical missiles, but I think he's mainly sticking with the cruise missiles. So, I need to disengage fire control, otherwise he won't run. Okay, that's why I didn't see the rush. There we go. There we go. So I would have liked this theatre defence system to be a bit closer, but I just didn't have the time to move it. He's not in range of this theatre defence, so I don't have theatre defence on the frigate. He's on his own, with his own theatre defence, missile defence which is 4, which is not bad. And then we've got missile defense from this anti-air, the mobile SAM launcher, but I don't know if it's going to kick in, and it's only 2 as well. However, we've got missile defense from these frigates. We've got 1.5 from the naval officer. We've got 2.5 from each of Tim's frigates. So they're level 2. Mine are at level 4. I've really focused on them because I've known the need for this anti-air and the anti-missile. So we are 2 minutes away from destruction. There we go, anti-air's kicking off. Didn't expect it to kick off that quickly. Maybe it's because the frigate itself is being targeted directly. Now, it's got this envelope of attack. Oh, there we go. I don't know if it's going to be enough, I don't think it will be. So it's taken a little bit of damage, 11.7 out of 15. And I think it's then got to wait another 10 minutes till its next anti-air attack. So, and the other one has been hit 11 out of 15, so it's spread the damage. 1 minute 46 seconds. I don't think it's going to be enough to save this frigate. And I don't think Tim's anti-air is going to kick in either. So I don't think I'm quite there. So I've just reinstated that command to come in as close as he can to this other air defence, but it's a forlorn hope for this frigate, I think. See, we can still see he's firing off his anti-air even though I am running away. But it will be in vain. now we know how much one frigate, level 4 frigate, takes off. A level 6 cruise missile. If it was one cruise missile, I think we would have had maybe 8. Maybe take one down. There we go, it's gone. Oh, anti-air's come up. There we go. Don't know what's happened with the missiles. The anti-air did start firing off. And Tim's boats didn't kick in. I don't know if he stopped his speed. Maybe if he kept speeding toward that, we would have survived. But I don't think so. He was always doomed, that frigate. But not to worry, because we have more. We've got one coming in here. There we go. Jonathan's incoming. Yeah, he's got 2 missile defense. Yeah, he's going to want to hang back that stack, unless he can keep it inside a theatre defense window. So I might just say, hug the coast and get into a theatre defence window, because you're going to need it. Theatre defence is 13 against missiles, and frigates are 4. So I think theatre defence plus maybe a mobile SAM might be enough. Let's have a look at the event log. Our brave frigate, friendly unit lost, defeated by the 42nd conventional cruise missile. 42nd, oh, I wonder if he's had 42. I know we've taken a few. Well, looks like this is entering into the end game for me. He'll be on my home cities before long with a big old stack and a load of missiles. But I'll go down fighting. You can take that for sure. In the meantime, we've got our friends here. Let's see some of their stuff now. Naval Strike Wing, 5 of them. Oh, they've had a bit of damage. Maybe by more missiles. So they're patrolling in the sea over there. Be interesting to see what they're doing. And then we'll see Norway's other flank. Near Tim, not doing a lot. He may not be giving that much focus at all. There's an airfield. There we go. 5 damage. So I'll put some intel on that. I'll do, well, sabotage, secret agent. And that will be gone tonight. So we'll destroy once and for all his air infrastructure. So he'll struggle to get any planes near us. Although they do have airfields, I'm afraid. So they'll probably still be able to get their planes near, but it will restrict their movement. So it's not totally across the whole map. They've got an airfield in Zagreb. And we didn't destroy the one on Rome. We should have done. So I think they've put counter-ops on their airfields in the cities. They must have noticed something was going on. So there it is. We've taken down some missiles and not others. The only kind of vague hope that Istanbul has is that I'll have a 45% damage reduction from entrenchment and from the underground bunker. So we'll see what happens, but I've lost my eyes there. We've lost the radar contacts. I presume that may be the impetus for him to push forward. The darkness approaches, and I think that's it for this update. I'll see you tomorrow to see what happened, and if I'm even going to still be here. Thank you for watching. Over and out.